Welcome to the Egg Whisperer Show, a podcast exclusively designed to create more reproductive health awareness and discuss your fertility preservation options. Here is your host, the Harvard-educated fertility specialist, Dr. Amy.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to have Ann Matthews on. She's one of my favorite acupuncturists. She's fun. She is humorous. She's wicked smart. And she has the most amazing six-pack. I'm very envious of her abs. One day, I will have abs like her. I can only wish. But she's a great acupuncturist that talked to us about endometriosis, the immune system, and how acupuncture can help, especially in women who have endometriosis. We're not going to bore you. Hopefully, you guys are going to get a nice laugh out from our conversation. Hi, Ann. How are you?
I'm me.
You did a great job. So just to introduce you, I just want people to know about you're founder of Energy Tree Studios in Toronto and a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine, which is TCM. You're an experienced acupuncturist, a fitness coach, host of Trying to Be Positive podcast, and you're known for your vibrant energy, profound expertise in health and healing, and you have a unique, down-to-earth approach to your practice, infusing humor, compassion with your clients. And I imagine your clients have so much fun. If they walk into your clinic sad, they probably walk out super happy and laughing their ass off. Am I correct?
Most of the time. Most of the time. Or confused. Either one.
Or confused. Confused. Well, I've seen you with your champagne bottles at work. I mean, not because you're drinking, but gifts from patients. Your Moe and your, I don't know champagne.
And I'm drinking.
I know champagne.
That's,
Yeah.
Who doesn't want their acupuncturist to have a buzz on when they're going to see you there?
Well, I know my patients don't want their fertility doctor getting a buzz on, but I am a good time. Yeah. I am a good time after hours. I got to tell you. So I just want to talk science. Let's talk about the geeky stuff, the stuff that you and I talk about all the time, and just talk about the immune system and how endometriosis F's it up. And how that can F up our, trying to conceive journey.
So essentially, the most important takeaway is that while endometriosis is mostly known for causing painful periods, on the grander scale, it's also responsible for increasing inflammation and pro-inflammatory cytokines. So when we are reducing those cytokines using, various therapies such as acupuncture or nutrition, we can have an improved response not only in the immune system, also in pain levels, disease prognosis and progression, and ultimately, hopefully, pregnancy.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you eat to look so good?
It's very kind. I subsist mostly on desiccated liver.
I'm not sure I'm running out to buy that right now, but
yogurt.
Share your secrets. Okay, Greek yogurt. I could do that.
I do consume a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
And I just don't put anything crazy in it.
Yeah.
So black, sometimes a splash of milk.
Yeah.
But mostly just black coffee.
I usually drink about probably 3 to 4 cups a day. This is usually full. I usually, fill up in the morning twice and then maybe once at around 3 p.m.
Yeah, I think I probably subsist on at least like 60 ounces. I can sleep. I don't have heart palpitations. I don't get anxious. I don't require it. If you realize I'm tired if I don't have it, I just would prefer.
Yeah. So how about acupuncture and improved outcomes for conception? And you have this great theory about how I've heard you talk about it, how acupuncture shouldn't exist alone. We should all work together. So talk about what's the connection between acupuncture, fertility, improved outcomes, and your role as an acupuncturist.
So in some instances, in some lucky instances, patients will manage to spontaneously conceive with just improving lifestyle, just adding acupuncture and timing correctly. But in a lot of cases, especially with my patients and the people that I see where they have various reproductive disorders and or are a little bit older, we need to take a bit more of an aggressive approach. So fertility treatments are really useful. So when you're the acupuncturist helping your patient prep for IVF, it's important that you are able to discuss how acupuncture has been clinically proven to increase AMH, decrease FSH, and also help lower estrogen, which at the beginning of the cycle should not be elevated. And in endometriosis patients, it often is. So as the support, you are able to provide an amazing playing field for other practitioners, your REIs, endocrinologists, pelvic floor physios, nutritionists, to help step in and help the patient achieve the most optimal outcome.
Amen to that. I love that.
Yes.
So one of the most common questions I get, and the patients are asking me these questions, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like asking an acupuncturist to tell you like how many visits you'll need for your IVF cycle and which days you should go in. It's like, well, that kind of depends on your protocol and how you're responding. And so patients ask me as if like I should know. And I always tell them I am not an acupuncturist at all or an expert. Clearly, I don't know how to do that. And they ask me like, how often should I go in? And what would you say to that? Like, how do you know? How do you know how often a patient should go in? I had one patient say, Amy, she just told me to come in once a month. And I'm like, I think maybe she didn't like you.
Yeah, that definitely was a ghosting. That was I think it really depends. I don't have a standard visit allotment or timing. I don't love how a lot of acupuncture clinics and naturopathic clinics are encouraging patients to come in, 2 to 3 times a week. That's not necessary, not only from a scientific standpoint, but also just utilizing traditional Chinese medicine, where acupuncture is supposed to help realign your energy so that your energy can move freely. And if you're constantly realigning it, I equate it to almost over-exercising. If you never have time to recover, you're never going to get better. So I recommend typically between once every 7 to 10 days. I don't encourage patients to come more as they're doing IVF. I also don't encourage patients to necessarily come pre and post transfer, because I find that the journey to see me and then to go back to clinic and then come back to me is adding a lot of undue stress, and I think could potentially decrease the efficacy of the acupuncture. And because I have so many patients that are successful, although it's a small sample, it's a recommendation I'm going to continue to make.
And I make that recommendation too. I say if getting to the acupuncture clinic for your transfer on that day is stressful, you're actually harming yourself. That's stupid.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do something that's supposed to promote relaxation and decrease stress, not something that's going to make you freak out. Like, don't do that. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Do you do acupuncture on your husband?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
He also doesn't listen to anything I do, so I'll freely say that he was born in Bulgaria with an undescended testicle.
Okay.
And they left it there for 7 years.
Wow. Oh, and you guys still had 6 kids?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That he has the remaining ball was a super ball.
When we met, his sperm was a mess. It was one of my first date questions. Let's go do a semen analysis.
Wow.
He didn't want to, but it was a deal breaker for me.
Yeah. I think within 6 weeks of dating, I had done a semen analysis on my husband.
I'm so
I
jealous.
just needed to know. I just needed to know, like, will we need IVF?
What?
That's like first date question, obviously.
100%.
And he didn't run.
But absolutely. You need to know what you're working with.
Well, yeah, and it was so fun. I mean, we should do this like every Saturday. Talk stuff that like other people will talk about.
Yeah,
freely.
game.
Like one nut and experiments on their husband's sperm. I don't think, our husbands won't be hearing this.
They won't ever know.
No. My mother-in-law might. Sometimes she listens.
I blocked mine.
Oh, no way. I mean, how hilarious. No, seriously? Oh, my God. Okay.
Keeps on coming up with new profiles. Like, sassy lady. They're pretty original, too. I have to, try and find her.
Okay. Well, thank you for giving me a good laugh today. You're the best. And I can't wait to have you on again. Thank you, Anne.
Dr. Amy, thank you so much.
Of course. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening and making the Egg Whisperer Show a part of your weekly routine. To find show notes and a full transcript for this episode, visit dramy.org and look under the blog tab. While you're there, you can find a link for the Egg Whisperer newsletter, which keeps you in the know about fertility news. You can also find Dr. Amy and the Egg Whisperer Show on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. If you'd like to learn even more, Dr. Amy offers classes at the Egg Whisperer School, eggwhispererschool.com, or you can request a consultation on dramy.org. Thank you so much for tuning in and for sharing the Egg Whisperer Show with others. Keep sparkling and have a great day.